y'all, it's Gabrielle, and welcome back to our beautiful community in the skies. Today, I'm very excited to be sharing with you our Black History Month inspired yoga flow for the month of February. So, today, our sequence will embody resiliency, strength, oneness, and unity by taking on balancing poses like eagle pose and also different variations of warrior, such as warrior three, and also goddess pose as well. So embracing and acknowledging those that have come before us, the leaders and pioneers who have come before us through their activism and their efforts for fighting for justice and also equality for humanity. And just as a little tidbit, as I was doing just some additional research and also through my yoga teacher training, we learned that a lot of leaders within the Black community were also yogis themselves. So even in the article that I read through Yoga District, it explained that leaders like Martin Luther King used practices or philosophies of yoga like the himsa, which we talked about in my last video and also in my newsletter, utilize the principle of ahimsa, nonviolence, and non-harm to preach the idea of justice and equality. And also other leaders and activists like Rosa Parks and even Angela Davis, they also practice yoga to center themselves and also to help them during their activist endeavors as well. So just realizing that yoga is not just for one specific group, but that specifically within the Black community, we have always been connected to yoga, whether it be through movements or through the different principles that we learn on the mat and taking it off of the mat. So go ahead and grab whatever you need, whether it be pillows, blocks, and blankets, and I look forward to seeing you shortly. So with your pillows and blankets in hand, we'll come into a seated position of your choice, just to take a couple rounds of breath to center the body. So arms can lay by the sides, or you can bring one to the heart and one to the belly. Eyes can stay open if that feels safer, or looking down towards the floor, or closing the eyes. Just slowly feeling the rhythm of your breath. And we'll take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, release out of the mouth. Inhaling again through the nose. Taking that breath in and exhale, release. Relax the shoulders down and let it go. Again, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, release the breath out of the mouth. Just taking a few rounds on your own, just for a few more breaths. And as you continue to breathe, I'll share our first quote today in honor of Black History Month from Gwendolyn Brooks, an author and poet. We are each other's harvest. We are each other's business. We are each other's magnitude and bond. So taking in those words as we continue to nourish and grow in community. Sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the palms to the heart. And one more time, sweeping the arms back up, and exhale, bring the arms back down, palms to center. And offering you here to express a point of gratitude, thinking of something you're grateful for to seal that intention for your practice. And release the palms down to the mat here. And we'll come into our toe squat. So grabbing your props that you may need to support you with your knees. And toe squat can kind of be a lot at times on the feet. So if this is uncomfortable, come out of it. And you can also take these movements in a seated position, our seated position that we took. So drawing the feet to the mat, and we'll come to the first arch of our foot, the balls of the foot, and slowly come back. If you need to, you can place a pillow or blanket underneath your hips, placing the palms to the hips or the thighs, and reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the right palm down to your mat, Extend the left arm in line with the left ear, coming into a side stretch. And if this is too much, you can place the right palm on the hip or on your block. So really reaching through the left fingertips as we draw the left shoulder back, open our chest towards the sky. Inhale, arms come out into a T, and exhale, side bend over to the left. Right arm comes in line with the right ear. Left palm comes over to the hip, to your block, or to your mat. Stretching here through the fingertips, open the chest. Inhaling, arms come out into a T, shine the chest forward. Gaze can float up. And on the exhale, draw the forearms together. So the forearms don't have to touch if you want to create space in the chest, or bring the forearms together here. So I like to call these praying mantis arms as we lift the fingers up towards the sky, opening the spine here, the muscles in the back. And exhale, cactus, the arms shine the chest forward. Draw the shoulder blades back and inhale. Bring the forearms together or create space between the two as you lift the arms up wherever you are. Exhale, hinge forward, beginning to hinge slightly forward, humbly here as we extend through the arms of the flat back. Draw the navel to spine as you breathe it. As you breathe, inhaling. Exhale, release the palms down to the mat gently and untuck those toes. You can shake out the feet. So I know that can cause some tension, but hopefully not too much of a discomfort here in the toe squat. And once you're ready, bring the toes back down to the mat and we'll come into our cat-cow. So coming into your tabletop, tucking the toes if it feels comfortable. Shine the chest forward for our cow. Float the tailbone up and exhale, round the spine as you draw the tailbone down towards the earth in your cat. Holding, inhale, shine the chest forward. Relax the shoulders away from your ears and your cow. And exhale, round the spine for your cat. So take a few more rounds here as we warm up the spine, moving with intention and connecting our movement back to our breath. And on the inhale, find your tabletop position. And this time, step the left foot towards the front of your mat and gently begin to turn the right knee out to the right edge of your mat. So you may need to lift up slightly, be gentle with your knee and have that knee if you need to. So we're coming into a warrior variation. So maybe you walk that front foot out slightly to feel engagement in the thighs, but keeping our supporting leg or hip nice and stable. Arms go out into a T, relax your shoulders, gaze coming towards that left hand. Breathing here, inhaling through the nose and exhale out of the mouth, feeling nice and strong and supported in the feet. On the inhale, cactus those arms, just like we did earlier, and exhale, round the spine, bring the forearms together. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Lift up out of the shoulders, engage your belly, find strength and exhale. Open the chest, cactus the arms, gaze floats up. Inhale, round the spine, draw the forearms together, lift up. And exhale, cactus the arms. One more time. Exhale. Lift the arms up towards the sky. Feel your shoulder blades extract or expand outwards. And exhale, open the chest. Inhale, coming back into the warrior arms. Find length here. And on the exhale, bring the palms down to your mat. And we'll gently turn the knee to face the front of your mat. Take your time. Finding stability, palms frame the front of the foot and we'll lift the back knee up. Coming into a lunge here. Right palm stays down to your mat or to your blocks as you lift the left arm up to the sky, coming into a twist. And our crescent lunge with the twist. Lifting up out of the shoulders, find strength as you draw the navel into the spine. And you can either stay here or inhale, bring the left arm forward and exhale back. So taking circles here as we take up space, honoring who we are, honoring our identities and our uniqueness. And inhale, we'll reach the arm back up towards the sky. So maybe you stay here in your twist, or finding your balance, ground into that back foot as you gently lift up, arms into a T for our twist. So it's okay if you come out of it, regroup, still bending in that front knee. Draw the arms back as you shine the chest forward. And on the inhale, we'll release back down into our crescent lunge with a twist. Take your time. Palm comes down to the mat or your block. And on the exhale, release left palm down to frame your right foot. And we'll slowly step the right leg to meet the left, coming into your forward fold. So since this is our forward fold, first forward fold, we can alternate and bend right knee and then left. Palms can stay on the mat or on your block. And on the inhale, soft bend in the knees. We'll halfway lift. Palms can come to the shins or the hips, or maybe in prayer position. Looking towards the top of the mat as you lift. Feel nice and stable in the feet. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, soften in the knees, reach the arms up overhead. Palms can connect at the top as you shift the hips slightly forward for a back bend. And exhale, release the palms to the heart and by the sides in our mountain pose. Or our Tadasana. So palms are facing forward, soft bend in the knees and ground into the feet. Lift yourself up and shine your heart, embracing that confidence and strength. And on the inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. So we'll take a few shoulder rolls here, releasing any tension from the neck and the shoulders. And on the inhale, we'll come back to stability in our Tadasana, our mountain pose. And on the inhale, root into that right foot. We'll draw the left toes to the mat, finding stability in the core. And maybe you keep the toes on the mat or lift the left knee in towards the belly, finding balance. Flexing at the ankle. Either staying here or cross that left leg over the right. So rooting that foot down as we hug the thighs in, really ground into the big toe, the pinky and the heel. And inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, twist to the right, arms out into a T. Gaze can float back or forward. And if this is too much, just keep the left leg by the right and just twist. So find what feels good for you, honoring where you are. And on the inhale, we'll cactus the arms, shine the chest forward here in our twist. Inhale, we'll twist the torso back to center, still cactusing the arms. And on the exhale, draw the forearms together or leave space, and we'll lift the shoulders up, lift the palms up to the sky. And exhale, cactus the arms. We'll do that one more time. Find your stability. Exhale, round the spine, lift the forearms up, lift the palms up to the sky. And exhale, cactus the arms here. On the inhale, ground into the right foot, release the palms down to the hips or by the side. Lift that left knee up, holding for a second, and release the foot back down. Find your stability, feel rooted and grounded. And we'll take it to the other side when you're ready. So on the inhale, root into that left foot. Draw the right knees to the mat. Right toes to the mat. Maybe stay here or lift that foot up, flexing at the ankle. Find your balance, nice and tall. So either staying here or cross the right leg over the left. Engage your inner thighs. And the inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, twist to the left. Arms out into a T. Gaze can float back or forward. And if it's too much, just keep the right leg next to the left and just twist. On the inhale, cactus the arms, shine the chest forward, open the chest. And inhale, twist back to center, arms are still in the cactus. Shine the chest forward. Exhale, round the spine, lift the palms up to the sky. In those praying mantis arms. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, round the spine, lift the palms up. And exhale, cactus those arms, root into the left foot, and lift the right knee up or keep the toes onto your mat. Palms come by the sides or to the hips as we hold for a second. Find your balance. Find equalness in both sides of the body and release that foot down. Shake it out if you need to. And just take a moment to see how you feel in your body as you come back to stillness in our mountain pose. Inhale and exhale, find your breath. And on the inhale this time, we'll lift that left foot back up off of the mat. And on the next exhale, we'll step the left leg back behind us, reach the arms up, back heels off of the mat, and twist to the right, coming into our twist here. Arms out into a T, taking up that space. Inhale, bring the palms to the heart, holding here. And exhale, we'll twist to the center. On the next exhale, reach the left palm down to your mat or to your block if you have a block. And extend the right arm up to the sky, coming back into our crescent lunge with a twist here. Shine the chest forward and either keep the right arm up to the sky or begin to draw it forward and back. So finding that mobility in the shoulder. Moving at your own pace as you connect the movement with your breath. Inhale, reach the right arm back up to the sky. Maybe twist a little bit deeper from your torso. And exhale, release the right palm to frame that right foot and lower the back knee down to your mat. So coming into that warrior variation, this time we'll turn the left knee, to face the left edge of your mat. So I'll turn this way so you can see a little bit better. So we'll turn the left knee nice and gentle, pad that knee to frame the front edge of your mat, and we'll walk the right foot out slightly, coming into that warrior variation, arms out to a T. Gaze comes towards the right palm. And even with our right hand, can we slightly draw the right hip back to open up our hips here? So find that stability in the feet. And on the exhale, round the spine, we'll cactus the arms and draw the forearms together. Lift the palms up and exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, round the spine, draw the palms up and exhale, cactus the arms. One more time. And on the exhale, arms float back out into a T, warrior two. Maybe you walk that right foot out slightly, feeling a deeper stretch in the hips. And exhale, bring the palms down gently, and we'll turn the left knee. Take your time to frame the top of your mat. On the inhale, step the right knee to meet the left, coming into your tabletop. Palms are right underneath the wrists, and begin to bend the elbows, coming down, chin and chest connect to the mat. And exhale, release the hips down. Untuck the toes. Palms can come by the sides, and we'll take our cobra, lift up. Breathing here, and exhale, release back down. We'll take it 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. So we open the chest, and on the inhale, we'll push up into our tabletop. Tuck the toes under, and we'll come into our down dog. So lifting the knees off of the mat, release the heels down towards the mat, and you can pedal out the knees. If the back of the knees are tight, just keep a slight bend in the knee and just shift the hips back. And that's your down dog for today. Finding that length in the spine here, root into the palms, lift up out of the shoulders. Find your stability and strength as you engage your belly. Inhale, exhale, release. On the next inhale, we'll bend the knees and slowly step the feet towards the top of the mat. Take your time. And we'll come into that forward fold, soft bend in the knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms come to the heart or to the hips or shins or blocks. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale again, halfway lift, nice and strong. push the ground away from you. And exhale, release. Inhale, one more time, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Bring the palms to the heart, straighten the legs, and we'll bring the palms by the side in our mountain pose. Inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Take a couple here. Just allow yourself to connect back to your breath. And then on the next inhale, come back to stillness. Arms by the side in our mountain pose. So we're going to play around with our balance. So if you need to, moving your props to the side or having them near you if you have blocks at the top of the mat, but you don't have to have them. So I'll cue some different ways to get there. So we're going to come into our warrior 3 pose. So on the inhale, root into our right foot. We'll draw the left toes to the mat. And on the inhale, lift the left foot up or keep the toes rooted onto the mat. So finding your balance. And on the exhale, we'll either glide the foot if it's on the mat or extend that leg back if our foot is off of the mat. Rotating the toes down to the earth, arms by the sides, or you can reach them out to the sides or forward, or even on your hips. And if you have blocks, you can place the palms on your blocks as well, or a chair for your variation of warrior 3. So find what feels good, soft bend in that standing knee, our right leg, as if we're taking off flight here. And exhale, lower the back heel down, and we'll come into our warrior 2, pivot the left foot to the parallel to the short edge of the mat, arms are out into a T, warrior 2, bend into that front knee. Breathing here, root into both feet. Exhale, cactus the arms, shine the chest forward. And coming into those arms, we'll bring them forward, lift the palms up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, bring the arms forward and lift them up towards the sky. And exhale, cactus the arms. On the inhale, arms come back into a T. Exhale, reverse warrior. Left palm comes down to the left leg or your hip as you reach the right arm in line with your right ear. Inhale, float back, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse warrior. Opening the chest. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, straighten our right leg, and we'll turn the toes out to face the front edge of our mat. On the inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, forward fold here. So palms can come down to your blocks, or to the mat, or hips, or your shins. So find what feels good for you as you draw the weight into the big toes. Shift the hips slightly forward here. Inhale, take a breath in. Exhale, let it out. And on the inhale, we'll bend into the knees. Turn the heels to face inwards to your mat, and we'll reach the arms up into our yogi squat or goddess pose. So I like to think of this pose as a form of divinity. And arms can stay up, or you can cactus the arms again in our full goddess. Find strength in the legs. And inhale, reach the arms up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend the knees. Come back into that goddess. You may be feeling it in the hips. And exhale, reach the arms back up one more time. Goddess pose. Feel nice and strong. And on the inhale, we'll reach the arms back up. Release the palms down by the side and pivot the right toes to face the back edge of your mat. Bend into your left knee, coming into our warrior 2, opposite side. Find strength here. Inhale, cactus the arms. And exhale, we'll lift the palms up to the sky. Inhale, cactus the arms. One more time, exhale. Bring into those praying mantis arms, lift up. And cactus the arms out into a T, warrior 2. And on the exhale, reach through the left fingertips And come into your reverse warrior. Right palm comes down, left arm reaches overhead. Right palm can also stay on your hip. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back into our warrior two. This time, bring the right arm forward to meet the left. Back heel comes off of the mat. Soft bend in that knee. So we'll take our warrior three. Maybe this is your warrior three for right now, with your toes on your mat. Or root into that left foot. Lift the right leg off of the mat. Find your balance. Toes point down to the mat as we inwardly rotate our thigh for alignment. Take off flight, find strength. Know that leg might be burning. And inhale, draw the right knee in, or toes can just stay on the mat. Find your balance as you hold. And exhale, release back down. Shaking out the legs. So we did a lot of balance here. And take time to reset however you need to. And when you're ready, we'll come back into our mountain pose or Tadasana. So through our practice of yoga, finding intention and listening to your body. So just take a moment to see how you feel right now. Do you feel balanced? And allowing yourself to move with non-judgment in how you're showing up today. And we'll inhale, one big inhale through the nose and exhale. Release. So we're going to come into and take all of that to come into our eagle pose. So, which is, I feel, a great pose that embodies balance and equalness in honor of our flow for today. So we're going to come into our standing position, bending into the right knee first. And we'll lift the left foot off of the mat, flexing at our ankle. Palms can also come to the hips, or you can keep those toes on a mat or on your blocks. And on the inhale, just like we did earlier, we'll either glide the foot back or lift the left leg up into your warrior three. Find your variation that feels good for you. Inhale, we'll draw, take your balance, find your balance, draw the left knee in. And exhale, cross the left leg over the right. Send the hips back. And your toes can also stay on the mat if that feels more comfortable. Our arms will go out wide into a T. And you can come into your praying mantis arms like we did earlier. Or cross the left arm under the right. Palms connect or the back of the hands connect in our eagle pose. So find what feels good for you as you sit low into those hips as if you're in a chair. Lift the palms up. Squeeze those thighs together just like we did earlier. And breathe. Holding here. And exhale. Release the arms, release the legs, and shake it out. And we'll take that to the opposite side, exploring that in our body. So this time, right root into the left foot. Right toes can connect to the mat or engage the belly, lift the right knee off the mat, flex the foot. Find what feels good for you in your warrior three. Toes can stay on the mat or lift the heel off of the mat. Find your variation. Inhale, we'll draw the right knee in. Cross the right leg over the left. Toes can stay on the mat or lift it up. We'll sink low into our bottom. And this time, the right arm goes under the left. Palms can connect or the back of the hands. Or take those praying mantis arms. Whatever feels good for you. Whatever you do, trying to lift up out of the shoulders. Find your balance. And exhale. Release the arms. Release the legs. And shake it out. So I know that might have been a lot. And we'll come back into our mountain pose as we sweep the arms up. And exhale, release, forward fold. Palms can stay on the hips or to your blocks. And we'll bend the right leg and alternate bending the right knee, the left knee. If you need to, you can shake the head, yes or no. As we come back and ground ourselves into our breath. And on the inhale, we'll lower down to the mat. Take your time and come onto our bottom. However you need to get there for our staff pose. So in our staff pose, we'll bring the legs together, flexing at the ankles, hug the thighs in. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Relax your shoulders and exhale, we'll twist to the right. Palm comes down to the mat and your gaze can float back towards the shoulder or even forward. So find what feels good in your neck as you breathe here in our twist. And you can either stay here or glide the right foot in towards the body. And with your left hand, reach for that right leg, your calf, or the back of the thigh. Whatever feels good, coming into a twist. And maybe your right palm stays on the mat or you lift the right arm up. Finding your twist here. And exhale, release the right palm down. Release the right leg down gently. And we'll come back to center. Sweep the arms up overhead, find length. And exhale, twist over to the left. Palms can come down to your mat. Gaze floats back behind you. We're down towards your mat. Stay nice and lifted in our upper torso, our thoracic spine. And you can either stay here, find what feels good for you, or draw the left foot in and reach for your left foot, your calf, or your thigh. And if you'd like, left palm can stay on the mat, or maybe you extend it back, playing around with this balance here. Find length in the spine, and exhale, draw the foot down, draw the arm down. Come back into your twist just for a second. And inhale, sweep the arms back up. And exhale, we'll recenter by coming into your forward fold. Palms can come to the ankles, the shins or the thighs, or even to your blocks. Bringing the earth to you here in your forward fold. And if the back of the legs are tight, you can also put a pillow underneath your knees for additional support. And forward folds are great ways to tune into ourselves. And pouring back that energy, the compassion that we created through our practice, pouring that back into yourselves. And hopefully projecting that into others during this Black History Month. And even after the month as well. And on the inhale, we'll slowly peel back up. Take your time. And we'll come down onto our back for our mini Shavasana for today, for a final resting pose. So if you kept your pillow underneath the knees, you can keep them there and come down onto your back. This helps alleviate some tension off of the lower back. If you want, you can come into a seated position or roll over to your side. You can bring the soles of the feet together if you like for a reclined butterfly. So find what feels comfortable to you, adding any props to support you here. Eyes can stay open if that feels comfortable, or you can close them. Maybe placing the palm on the belly or one on the heart. As we gather our breath by taking an inhale again through the nose. Exhale, release out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And taking a few rounds on your own. Relaxing the body here as we take a few breaths and moments in our final resting pose. And I'd like to share, as you continue to relax in your final resting pose, another quote in honor of Black History Month from Martin Luther King Jr. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So continuing to find rest and embodying our practice of ahimsa and compassion on our mat and off of our mat as well. So you can either stay here for a little bit longer if you have the time and space, or we'll begin to bring awareness back into the body. For those who are ready, moving the toes, wiggling the fingertips, or gently rocking your neck from left to right, blinking the eyes open and closed. And you can either roll over to one side and make your way up, or find a way that feels more authentic or comfortable in your body, even if that means just staying where you are. And we'll conclude our practice with 3 rounds of cleansing breath as a union, as a community and collective. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And this final time on your own. As you come back to your place of gratitude for the day, and continuing to lead from a place of kindness, compassion, remembrance, celebration, unity, and oneness in our beautiful Black History Month. So thank you again. I look forward to seeing you again, and namaste. Hey y'all, so I hope you enjoyed our Black History Month inspired yoga flow. I hope you feel empowered. I hope you feel encouraged. I hope you feel strong in your body and also within yourself and your identity, and also celebratory for the pioneers and the leaders that have opened many doors for us in society and paved the way for us to be who we are today and to live the life that we have as well. So drop me a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me any comments or a heart if you enjoyed or ready for Black History Month. I cannot wait to hear. And also you can follow me on Instagram as well. And also check out my newsletter. So I just dropped one this February. So if you want to get my newsletter for next month, then check me out over there as well. So I cannot wait to see y'all again on our yoga mat, embodying this practice of ahimsa, compassion, oneness, community, unity, and history, a rich history again on the mat. So thank you again, y'all. Until next time, bye.